Hello, 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 and welcome to Your Business in Digital, the summer wrap up. I'm Michael Wiltshire with Monovan Digital and happy to be here with you. So let's get into it. Our 20 minutes in digital this Wednesday morning. Hi again, welcome to Your Business in Digital, the summer wrap up. We're getting started today and we're talking CRMs, but before we get into that, we want to make sure you connect with us. So definitely connect with us on YouTube, subscribe to Your Business in Digital on LinkedIn, and you can catch the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast, Apple, Amazon, Google. We are everywhere. So definitely listen in and get your 20 minutes of digital. So today we are talking harnessing the power of CRMs for business growth. Now, CRMs are a tool that have been around a long time, but now they're very much accessible by small businesses. So let's get into it. CRMs can drive growth. CRMs are a customer relationship management system. What it does is it really collects, organizes, and manages all of your customer related information so you can track the buyer's journey for every individual you interact with, streamline their communications, and enhance the customer experience and improve data management. Now, for this 20 minutes, you're going to hear me say customer, customer, customer. You're going to hear me say journey and experience a lot. And this is where CRMs really shine. It's an all in one marketing and sales solution, and it moves you away from the cobbled solutions. And what do we mean by cobbled solutions? Your online presence is made up of a number of different moving parts: your email platform, your post scheduling, your forms. Everything is one piece of your infrastructure. A CRM allows you to put that into one spot. So, from a cost perspective, you're paying subscription fees to all of these different platforms, and a CRM is going to say, listen, you're going to bring everything into one platform, an all in one marketing solution, marketing and sales solution. So it helps you aid in pipeline management and you deliver a connected customer experience. Remember, I talked about that. We're going to be talking about customer experience a lot and customer journey a lot. In today's world, the customer journey is a very complex one. So you want to make sure that you're delivering that customer experience because your competition is literally one click away. So the next thing about CRMs help you to align your sales and marketing and service teams. So the three main silos: your marketing team that's out there delivering leads, your sales team that's closing, and your service teams that's ensuring customer success. Now, when you're growing, cross team alignment is absolutely integral to the success of your business. The alignment between sales and marketing, something we talk about very often here on YBID. It helps your team streamline all stages of the buyer's journey. Now, what are we talking about there? We are talking about making sure that everybody has the same information to work with when talking with a potential client or lead. So we want to make sure that those silos are not in fact silos, but in fact we're all in the same room talking. So you want to make sure that everyone has the same information. A situation that a salesperson may run into oftentimes is one where they do not know what the customer has seen before. So when you're aligning your sales team, it means your sales team knows what marketing has put out there. So if they have a customer that says, well, listen, I saw this offer online, the salesperson isn't saying, oh, well, let me just check on that and get back to you, right? That's a disrupted customer journey. They're like, okay, well, they don't seem to have it two together, but you want to make sure that the sales teams knows exactly what marketing is pushing and what to expect is coming to their door, what questions they will get as a result of that marketing push. Other instances where you want to align your sales and marketing teams is that your sales team may have promised certain things, right? So you're breaking down these silos. You want to make sure that marketing from sales, they close the deal and it goes to service team, that the service team also understands what happened in sales. Were there any extras that were offered? Were there any discounts? Were there any breaks given? So, how are we dealing with this client based on how sales closed that deal? Now, we are accustomed with sales closing deals. That's their job. They want to close and then they walk away. But what they learn during that process is absolutely integral to both marketing and service teams. So, you want to make sure that you can align these teams, and a customer relationship management system can help you do exactly that. So I know I'm moving kind of quickly. Wow, the time is like creeping, but we're gonna get through this 20 minutes. So the next thing you want to do is be able to sync and share data with ease. And this is leading on from what I just spoke about, sharing that data. At which point did the customer interact? So let's look at it from the top of the funnel going in and sharing that data. Which page did they visit? What form did they fill out? That's where the data is going to start. That first interaction with the customer. What information did they give? Did somebody speak to them, and what did they talk to them about? What are their next steps? So you want to be able to synchronize and share this data across platforms. Maybe you have a lead that's coming, online on your website. They filled in a form, but they happen to also pick up the phone and make a phone call to your company. You want to make sure you're capturing all that information so that a salesperson now has in front of them that this person has shown a really high amount of interest. They've gone to the website, they've filled in a form, they've also made a phone call to speak to someone directly. So this data needs to be shared across all teams. And especially if the deal is closed, coming down to the service team knows that, listen, this person was really engaged. We've got to keep them happy from jump, right? And that's our goal throughout, keeping the customer happy and making sure that that journey is one that makes sense to them, because no customer likes, and we've all been in this position, you're speaking to somebody else in a company because each time you call, you may get somebody else. You want to make sure that, listen, I'm not repeating myself over and over. So now that you sit in that business seat, you want to make sure that you're delivering the same type of feel, that it's seamless, that it's connected, that you are being, that the customer is being heard. That's what we want to feel. The customer wants to feel heard, recognized, understood what their problem is, how they reached out, who they spoke to, what they spoke about the last time they spoke to somebody, and so on, especially since it may take up to 20 touch points to close that deal. So you want to make sure that a CRM is going to help you sync and share your data with ease. And again, this is all towards that scaling and growth of your company. So by syncing all of your data and every interaction between your team and a customer, your team will have access to accurate records that you can easily share from within the platform. And this makes your CRM that one source of truth when it comes to data. And we love talking data. So that one source of truth means that your team can create personalized customer experiences with ease. So as you learn more, because you're sharing that data, as you learn more and more about each customer that walks through your funnel, comes through your door, it means that you can now say, well, listen, I'm going to craft a journey for this type of customer. I'm going to craft a different journey if they came in from my website, if they came in from a phone call, right? So there's a lot of benefits to leveraging that CRM for business growth with that data sharing, because now you have one source of data that can be shared across the three silos that we are breaking down. So I think we're going to stop using the word silos, because you should not have silos anymore. They should be broken down. They should be, let's call it the farmhouse or the barn house, whatever. But it's one place that we're all in. And that takes us to the next point about CRMs. CRMs, a very powerful tool within CRMs, and this is one that we really need to leverage as small business, is automating your daily task. There are so many things that we need to be doing that are not necessarily related to the core delivery of our service. So it's all that's before, that's during, that's after. So you want to make sure you can literally automate as many tasks as you could, because growth depends on automation. It depends on processes being in place, and those processes being able to be automated. And what kind of things can you do with a CRM? You can do follow-up communications. You can do email sequences. We're going to talk a little bit more about workflows more in depth, but you can do workflows for sales, for marketing, for service. You can even do chatbot conversations and lead to rep assignments. You can do lead nurturing campaigns. So there's all sorts of workflow automations that you can do to ease that daily workload for what we consider repetitive tasks, or things that still center on the customer but are now automated. So for example, if a customer fills out a form on your website, there's a follow-up email sequence that they get, but maybe in between that email sequence there's a point at which it says, hey, if they've gotten this third email, opened it, we see that they've opened it, I'm going to make sure that this goes to a sales rep, and this sales rep contacts this lead directly, and so on and so forth. So then now, based on specific actions, we can now automate any daily task within our CRM. Again, hooking back to that one source of data. So you're basing it on that contact record now has every bit of information of every action taken by that customer or lead. And then now you can design your workflows to suit. Now, once designed, it doesn't mean that they're set in stone. Of course, here we like to be able to be nimble, to be able to pivot, so that if you see changes in your customer behavior, you can adapt your workflows to suit. And that goes on. So things about CRMs just get better and better. There's every reason to invest. If you're looking at scaling your business, you're looking at growing, these are just a few of the reasons you want to look at a CRM. So the next reason we want to consider CRM for our business is, as I said, we're going to go into it, creating those workflows. Now, those workflows are very important because, as I said, it leans towards automation and it leads toward process. And the more things we can put into process within our business, is the easier we can get to that goal of increasing the number of conversions, increasing the number of leads that we have gotten. So we want to make sure that we can and we are creating workflows. So the best CRM systems, they all offer workflows, and they complete and organize sales and marketing and services processes to save time. That's what it's about. As I said, workflows are all about saving time. So the more time that we can save is the more time we can put toward revenue driving activities, and we can set the criteria that automatically enrolls customers or records and take the actions of our choice, whether it's related to the contact record, whether it's related to a deal that's in progress, whether it's related to a company, a quote, or a ticket, a service ticket even. So there are all these things, all these levels at which we can do these workflows to automate and make sure that tasks are getting complete. Nothing is being left out in terms of the customer focus and that customer journey. And that takes us to what is just our last point. So we may not make 20 minutes. Yes, Tamara, absolutely. CRMs break down the silos, and we are all about breaking down the silos. That's why here at Your Business in Digital, we always bring to the table sales, marketing, operations, and finance to the table. So we want to break down those silos because your customer feels as if they're dealing with one entity. They're not dealing with silos. Your customer is not saying, okay, well, I'm calling and I'm dealing with marketing. That's when they're getting a bit frustrated. Oh, I called and I talked to somebody in sales. Oh, I called and I spoke to somebody in service. I don't know. So you want to break down those silos, and CRMs definitely help you do that. So moving on from creating workflows, what's most important? We all think about it. ROI, metrics, what matters, and measurement. So going back to the top, CRMs provide that one source of truth for every interaction you have with your client. But we are all about data. We want to make sure that everything we're doing is working. So you're setting up a campaign. Is the campaign getting the right traction? Is it getting the right result? So CRMs allow you to build custom dashboards and reports on the metrics that matter only to you and to your business. CRMs make reporting and analyzing on your processes and pipelines simple. You can look at things like how many leads are, marketing qualified leads, how many leads are sales qualified leads, how many leads have been moved to almost, moved to converted won or converted lost, and why. So CRMs help you with that process pipeline reporting across all the platforms, across all the different silos. I hate using that word, but we're going to use it. It helps you really report across all the silos. And again, marrying it to that one point of truth, which is that customer record. So you can make custom dashboards that allow you to see at a glance How is your performance? What's happening? Is your marketing efforts performing well? Are people signing up? Are people being driven to the right pages? Are they taking the call to action that you had set up? Then, once it gets to sales, how are they moving through the pipeline? Are they moving smoothly through the pipeline? Are there any kinks in the pipeline? Are they having to change, who they're dealing with as they move through the pipeline? So you want to have these dashboards at a glance at any point in time. You can go into your CRM, you can look at this custom made dashboard and say, okay, this is how many emails I've collected, this is how many people I've converted, this is how much engagement I've fostered on my profiles, right? So metrics always most important to us. We want to make sure that every action that we've taken is measurable and we can take a follow-up action based on those metrics. So this was a little shorter, a little about 4 minutes, but I'm going to run through it again just for everybody's sake. We are talking about CRMs for growth. And this last slide, thank you, Nia. Nope, you could go back to it. I was unsure, but I'm going to throw this up there. So how effective is your CRM at improving sales and management? Because as business owners, we also have a problem of underutilization. So where do you fall? But by this graphic alone, we can see that the majority fall into very effective and moderately effective, 29% and 39%. And that's how effective your CRM is at improving sales and marketing alignment. So we're just talking again, going to the farmhouse rather than the silo, right? We're talking about marrying marketing with sales, providing that synergy. That's a word we haven't heard in a long time, between the two aspects, where they're sharing the same information. As I said, the cleanest example I could give is you have a marketing campaign running, you have ads running, and let's say your ad said, call now and you'd get 10% off. So I called and I talked to a salesperson and they say, I don't know what you're talking about, right? So you want to make sure they're very much aligned. Sometimes they are, oftentimes they are at odds, or they feel that they don't help each other, right? And similarly, sales can inform marketing and to continue to really make a more effective draw for leads, because they are talking to potential customers all the time. So there should always be some kind of flow back and forth between marketing and sales. So now we can go back up to the top. Thank you, Nia. So I have Nia in the background. She's always there to help make sure we get all the slides in. So we are just going to run through what we're talking about. And we're talking about CRMs for growth in business. They are an investment and they can drive growth. Why? Here are some of the reasons. They present a all-in-one solution as opposed to a cobble solution, and they collect, organize, and manage all of your customer-related information. So you get that one source of truth. Every customer record would contain every point of contact that potential customer or customer has had with your business. Next point, why we want a CRM is because we can align our sales, marketing, and service teams, start breaking down those silos. The complex customer journey of today requires it. You cannot have silos anymore. You've got to move into the farmhouse. I'm going to just keep running with it. You've got to move into the farmhouse. Align your sales, marketing, and services team to deliver the best outcome and to get the highest ROI on your online investment. It also allows you, CRMs also allow you to sync and share data with ease. And by syncing all of your data and every interaction between your team and a customer, your team will have access to all accurate records, and you can share all of this from within the CRM platform. Then big guns, automation. Who doesn't want automation when we're trying to grow, right? You've got to get those really repetitive tasks out of the way. And a CRM will absolutely allow you to automate your daily tasks, things like following up communications, instituting email sequences, chatbot conversations, and so on. Then you can also create your workflows. So if you have your processes mapped out, here's a great place to implement workflows. Workflows can be internal, can be external, can be customer facing or not. But you can create any number of workflows within your CRM, and that helps you complete and organize sales, marketing, and serve processes at anytime, and it saves you time. You set that criteria based on the contact record. Did they fill in this form? Did they take this action? Did they set up a follow-up call? You can set any criteria that triggers that workflow. Who needs to be involved once the customers reach this point in their journey, right? Maybe it's sales and service. Maybe it's marketing and sales. But again, that CRM is going to bring everything together. And most important, finally, your CRM is going to allow you to make custom dashboards and report, to track and report on the metrics that matter to you. And that could be any number of metrics. You may be looking at conversions, you may be looking at emails collected, you may be looking at just your brand awareness. How much reach do you have? So, reporting, absolutely important. We want to make sure that every action we take is measurable, and it allows us to go back and fine tune and optimize. So that's the final point, that you are going to be able to build those custom dashboards based on the campaigns you've set up, based on the pipelines you've set up, based on the service workflows you've set up, all within one platform, your CRM, and report directly for your business. So that brings us to the end of your 20 minutes of Your Business in Digital summer wrap up. I hope this has been really interesting. If you haven't thought about CRMs before, definitely take a look into them. We are a HubSpot partner, so we really do deal with HubSpot. If you have any questions, definitely drop us a line. But want you to follow us for all your information, Your Business in Digital. Nia, you've got me back. Thank you so much. Connect with us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow our page on LinkedIn, Your Business in Digital, and listen to us everywhere that podcasts happen. Amazon, Apple, Google, we are everywhere. So thanks for joining us today for Your Business in Digital, the summer wrap up. Please stay tuned as we are coming up on season 3 of Your Business in Digital, where we break down the silos. Have a good day, everyone, and take care.